Chapter 3. Cosette. Monsieur Madeleine is, of course, Jean Valjean. You knew that already. After the new, he sells the bishops the silver plates, but keeps the candlesticks. He comes to Montreuil, builds his factory, works hard, is kind to other people. He makes a new good life, and is true to the bishop of the new. After Valjean left prison in Toulon, and before he came to the new, he was hungry. And in a street in Toulon, he stole some money from a boy, just 1 franc, to buy bread. Because he did this, the law in France says that the prisoner Valjean must go to prison and stay there for life. He can never be a free man again. And so we meet Javert. Before Montreuil, he was a prison guard at Toulon. The law is his god, and he hates all criminals. He remembers Jean Valjean, that big man, very well. He wants to see him in prison again, and he, Inspector Javert, is going to put him there. Jean Valjean remembers Javert now. He remembers the cold eyes, the hard voice, the cruel prison guard's smile. He remembers, and is afraid. He knows that Javert is his enemy for life. But he remembers Fantine too. He remembers her dying words.
Please take care of Cosette. Please.
How can he leave this little girl without a mother, without a friend in the world? He must find her, Javert or no Javert. Monsieur and Madame Thénardier lived in a village called Montfermeil, near Paris. There was no water in the village. The nearest water was a small river in a wood, 15 minutes walk away. People carried the water in buckets to their houses. Cosette hated that wood. At night, the trees made noises. She was frightened of the noises, frightened of the dark. And with a heavy bucket of water, it was a long walk home. One dark winter night in 1823, Madame Thénardier sent Cosette out to the river for water. Cosette ran to the river, and then, with her heavy bucket of water, she began to walk on. The trees were noisy tonight, whispering and laughing at her, and the little girl began to cry.
Oh, please, God, help me. Please, dear God.
And suddenly, the bucket was gone. A great hand came down and took it from her. She looked up and saw a big man in an old yellow coat.